Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
All
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
And a pointless.
We know all things.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Gabe. Chapati. Oh!
Oh, snap.
I
The name
jumped ship,
change
bro.
is official.
The name change is official, baby. Oh, Gaitonde. You know what? I love Gay Gaitonde because of the alliteration. But, bro, the Chapatis may be just a little bit more gangster. They may be just a little bit more gangster. Oh, my gosh, am I loving this season. Nick, episode 5, Mirzapur. So many thoughts. First and foremost, I did not see it going this direction so far. We got a little bit of a twist. I'm like, what just happened here? You know what? I'll let you start off. What surprised you the most about this episode?
So let me start off by saying, I absolutely mean this when I say this. This is such a well-made show. I keep saying it's very cinematic. It's a very quick watch. It's very entertaining and enjoyable. I love the music. I love the lighting. I love everything. Everyone that works on this show does a phenomenal job. But my biggest complaint, I had things I loved about this episode. I had things I did not like at all. My biggest complaint is the writing. And I think sometimes the writing's fantastic. The pacing in particular is my biggest issue in this episode. We have two big surprises, in my opinion, okay? Right. And I'm assuming you're alluding to Bina, right? And how she's just orchestrating this whole. We'll get to that in a little bit. But
I'm like, wait a minute, you do the writing. I love this.
No. What? Not just that, but we fast forward through so much time that when a situation like Bina getting involved with Guru and Golu, when that happens, it's like an afterthought. It happens so quick the first time that you're going to miss it if you're not paying attention. Golu's sitting there with her dad with Bina, and then Bina's sitting there with Guru, and I'm just like, well, she was just saw him in the car. I thought she was afraid of him, rolled the window up. I didn't know automatically she was going to get in cahoots with these people. To me, the reason why I say it, I don't like the writing, is what's happening is you have Golu and you have Guru who were just at the bottom, literally at the end of the last season. The people they loved to pieces got murdered in front of them. Guru has this injury that still cannot heal, and we've already gone like a year and a half in time. Give me a break.
It's not that far along, is it?
Bina's already 5 or 6 months pregnant. Just like that in one episode. You see her sitting there when she was talking to them? She was at least 6 or 7 months. Already in one episode, we skipped 6 or 7 months. But regardless of that, you have them at the very, very bottom. And I understand what they're doing. They're trying to elevate them to where they want to run Mirzapur by the end of this season. I get that. Okay, I get that. But things are coming too easy. He gets in cahoots with Lala, in my opinion, way too quickly, way too easily. He gets in cahoots with Bina because now Bina, she wants to screw her husband so much. And I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm not sure why she wants to screw her husband so badly. I understand she's disappointed with how he performs in certain ways, right? The man doesn't beat her, right? The man, he doesn't even really disrespect her that much. He doesn't give her too much attention, and maybe that's it. She's the one that's going behind his back with all these different kind of people. She hates that guy so much.
Right.
But this is my problem. And again, I like this episode a lot. I love this show. But my problem is when she's sitting there with Golu and Guru, and she's talking to him about this or that. For me, as a fan, I couldn't even really enjoy it because I'm like, what is happening right now? When did this happen? When they get their number on speed dial? Colleen can't find Golu and Guru, and she sees him in the car, and she knows exactly how to get a hold of him. I mean, and not just that, but she's going behind Tripathi's back, right? She's meeting with this person. She's meeting with that person. You got Butler Boy over here. You got all these different things going on. For me, it seems too easy. We just had Guru almost get killed by Muna and Sharad, and all of a sudden, he's right there at the table with Bina and Golu, and he's making deal. Like, to me, Like the Lala thing was cool. I was down with that. Okay, let's get some things going. Lala, he's got the trump card now. I want to see it earned, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense right now. Right. That's my biggest problem with this episode, as much as I enjoyed it.
I cannot disagree with you more. And I'll tell you why. I saw this coming, and I already mentioned it, okay? Think about maybe last season, at the end of last season, if it was truly about the old man just getting the chapati seed to continue to go on, that's one thing. But from episode 1 this year, when he was still being a creeper, and I need it's been a long time since you rubbed my feet. Like, you could already see her wheels turning. And then when all of a sudden the old man's also putting pressure on her, because she went and told the old man, well, it's your baby. And then she told the same thing to Colleen. And what did the old man say? Oh, don't worry about it. It's a boy. We only produce boys here. That's another way of him letting her know, if that's not a boy, then that's not a chapati seed, and we're going to expose your treachery. Like, in my opinion, when he said that, and even she went and told the mom when she was having a conversation with her, like, she's praying, I need to have a boy. Like, listen, it's do or die, man. And she sees the writing on the wall. I'm not going to leave my fate to the fact that this is a boy or a girl. And it, God forbid, if it's a girl, they may kill both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are real gangsters. So I'm not going to take that chance. I saw this. Now, do I like her as a character? What she's doing is deplorable, but it's survival. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like it's survival for her. Like,
but who is she hurting more? I have no problem with her getting revenge on the old man. The old man, for all intents and purposes, he forced himself on her, right? Yeah, he made her go after someone that she truly cared about. I get that. What did Colleen do? Is it just a matter of him just not giving her enough attention? Because in season 1, we thought she had the hots for Muna, for crying out loud. She's with Butler Boy. She's with everybody she can be besides Colleen, because he can't perform for her.
Right.
What did I miss? Explain that to me.
Well, I just think she's got a deep-seated hatred for him, and like just in general, you know, in marriages like that, sometimes arranged marriage. Think about it. He's a lot older than she is, right? She's a younger woman. She's vibrant. She's probably feels frustrated and pent up. And I'm not justifying her behavior, but now the fact that she's put in this volatile situation. Let's say she were to go to Colleen and tell Colleen, your father forced himself upon me. You think that Colleen's going to do anything? Exactly. So that's why, listen, you're not even here for me. Colleen, oh, what happens after I give birth? Then you take care of the baby. You know what I mean? So you just let me know it's not about me. So that's where I think her motivation comes from. You know what I'm saying? I knew that it was going to bite. They set it up perfectly. Where's the motivation? How did she get to not, I'm going to say Babalu, to Gouda? Well, easy. She was there when, of course, Muna was being an idiot and told the police captain to his face, I think I'm suffering more than you are, even though it was your daughter, because you still got another daughter and I lost my sweetie. She was there. She knew how hurt this dude is, this cop. That's where that relationship started with. And think about it. Everybody that was at that table conspiring along with them were all the enemies of Chapati. Chapati has created too many enemies. The enemies of my enemies are my friend. Same thing. Lala was like, yo, he told Muna at the wedding, this is my daughter's wedding. And Muna could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who I am.
But let me clarify just my point real quick. It's not that I have a huge issue with Bina. I personally, and I want to see Colleen go down. I like that character, but I want to see him go down. But it's not so much the issue that she's going against Colleen, and I don't think he deserves it. She already made him pay for her distaste for him by cheating on him. Whatever. Right. It's that it's too easy for these heroes that I'm rooting so much for. I want to see Golu. I want to see Guru get that victory. I want to see them earn it. And yes, they're giving us really heavy-handed on the injury with the leg, really, really hardcore. And Golu is doing her thing piece by piece, learning the way of the gun and whatnot. For me, it was too easy for them to be able to get this. Just like you have Bino, who conveniently at this time, she decides to betray them by contacting them. She sees them in the car. Okay, I'm going to get in cahoots with them. But then she opens up the diary, Golu does, and it says right here, Babu says, She happens to go to the page where it says that, there's a problem with the family of Tripathi. That's a weakness they have. And then in that episode, within like an hour or two, she gets contact from Bina, for crying out loud. And she's like, oh yeah, Babu was right. It is the family. Like, it seems like it's just way too easy. It seems like it's just way too convenient. And from a writing standpoint, I'm not suggesting they should have done it a different way. I'm excited to see where it goes, but it's really got to pay off when you make it that easy, because what you don't want is when you're watching a 2.5 hour film and things come easy, you don't want that ending victory to be a little stale, is what I'm concerned about. And hopefully I'm wrong. I love the moment where she was reading Babu's diary and she was able to pencil out that part where he talked about how he cared about her and he wanted to tell her, and she couldn't read him. That was beautiful. That was fantastic. And I love these characters. I love where the story's going. I just don't like how easy it is.
All right. And I mean, again, let us know in the comments. Was there
I could be the only person that feels that way? I don't know.
Was there a big time jump there? Because that's another thing. If there was a big time jump, then maybe there was more time for them to become established. But I don't think there was much of a time jump. And I just think it's not necessarily that Guru and that Guru and I always mess up her name. Sweetie, yeah, and Golu are these like savants, right? You know what I mean? It's not like they're these savants or gangster savants. No, it's really the fact that the Tripathis they're their own worst enemy. And that's the truth about anyone. We're all our own worst enemies. Everything that's happening to them and that's happened in this episode, they brought upon themselves, okay? From the betrayal from Bina to the whole gun deal or not gun deal, but the whole gun factory or whatever, going up in smoke. Everything that they've done, they've brought on themselves. To now the fact that Golu and Guru have power because of oh wow, I'm off it today. The gangster that the opium dealer.
Lala.
Because of Lala, this is all of their own doing. Some generation, honestly, if you really want to think about it, the one that has the least amount of fall of this dynasty falling is gonna be Kaleem, because the old man got Bina to flip on the Tripathi family because of his pervert ways, and Muna, because of his immaturity, got Lala to turn on his dad. Really, Kaleem is a victim of his family. You know what they say? You can't choose your family. You know what I'm saying? That was one thought. Here's another thought, right? I love the long game. I absolutely love the long game that Shankar is playing, right? So did not see that coming. He calls your boy, what's his name on the show?
Junior and Senior.
Junior, yeah, because it's two brothers, right? We find out that's a spoiler alert. Okay, they're twins.
I blew that on the stream this morning. Sorry about that, guys.
I was like, what? They're twins or whatever. But the older of the twin, the gangster, he calls them and says, yep, there's a shipment coming in. So they steal the guns only for him to know Muna would have to come to him and say, hey, they stole our guns. Oh, I know some people there. Let's go back and get the guns for you. They make a deal. And it was so funny because they made his dad to be some imposing figure, and he's like a little person. Big Dada. Dude, they even had everything around. He made the house so that everything was like normal size, but it was really for a small person. So you had to bend down as you go in. It was like
that was great writing right there, where he's like, I'm not gonna make you bend down or bow down to me to make a deal with me. But yeah, that was great writing. That was really funny. I like that Dada character. I like the whole family. I love the whole dinner table scene where they're sitting there and they're just a normal family, and the mom's like, no talking shop at dinner. We're going to eat dinner. If you don't want to do that, there's no point of us having dinner. And how the daughter-in-law, she's like, these guys are scared of no one but you, Mom. She's like, don't worry, I'll teach you how to do that later. I mean, and then they're like, hey, Mom, I want you to find a nice girl for me. And these guys are serious gangsters. I absolutely love the whole thing, the whole Dada thing. I love the way that Dada took care of that guy who was trying to sell cars, whatever, in their land. I mean, this guy was ruthless. I thought that was really cool.
Ruthless. He let the villagers do it. This is the guy that wants your land
through the window. Oh, this is the guy that wants to sell on your land. Just saying.
And they come out, bro. That was ruthless. This dude is ruthless, bro. But again, it's one of those situations where I think that was good writing, and you see that all these enemies are just people. We said that Shankar was going to be not the big bad, but he was going to end up being the new big personality on this show, and I hope it's true because I think we saw him lose his cool one time, and even earlier in this episode, he admitted, I let my rage get the best of me. I should have never put myself in that position. Great. You know,
I love what the writers are doing with him too. My only complaint is these are my heroes that I'm rooting for, and it seems too easy. And another point with that too easy thing is the fact that, I mean, Guru's dad is a lawyer, right? Pandit's a lawyer. He has enough to provide for his family, but he just happens to have a nice, sweet flat in like a vacation spot that you can sell because you need some last minute coin to get a business going on with Lala. I mean, when he said, "Oh, my dad's got a flat over here that no one uses that he's not going to notice when I sell. Can you sell that and give me the money in 2 days?" Like just a little too convenient is all I'm trying to say. That's all.
I guess it's better than plot holes, though, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Plot holes drive me crazy. I'll take that over a plot hole. Another thing is, we talked about it. Makpul, and is it Lalit? Is that the name of his nephew?
No, Babar.
Apparently, he was the one that told Babar to be loyal to and somebody let us know in the comments last time. Makpul told him to be loyal to Gouda. So they confront each other at the dinner. Makpul does, and he says, "I'm doing what you told me to be. I'm being loyal." And they draw guns on each other. And then Babar puts down his gun. Later on in the episode, you see that Chapati, without any remorse, without any
not at all. Creep, like, man.
Did you take care of that situation? And Makpul's like, yes, I hope Makpul didn't kill his own nephew, bro.
I don't think he did. I was going to ask you, what do you think? You think he took him out?
No.
Because the mother held his arm. You don't have that in the writing for no reason. He's sitting there. He takes the gun away. Maybe he locks him up. I don't know, but I don't think he killed him. I hope not.
I hope he didn't kill him. And that was my point. Bro, Chapati's a building. What mistake has Muna made? Glaringly, he let Guru live, and he at the wedding splattered Babalu's brains and then killed the groom of Lala's daughter. What mistake did the old man do? He let his lust really get the wife, you know what I mean, his son's wife to turn on him. Now you got an enemy from within. The enemy from within is always the most dangerous one. What's Tripati's major error? I think it's gonna be him not appreciating Makpul. You just put Makpul in the worst situation. That's his nephew, man. That's his blood. And like nothing, no remorse. You're just gonna be like, you need to go handle that situation. And then, did you take care of that situation?
And it was so, like you said, cold. I mean, he's, oh, and by the way, take care of Babar. Okay, take care of that for me. That'd be great. I know it's your nephew. I don't really care. I want it taken care of. And to your point, I think Colleen's biggest error is he puts too much faith in the people around him to get the job. This guy's clueless. He never knows what's going on. Someone has to tell him, "Oh, you told Muna not to mess with the CM's daughter, right? Oh, he messed with her. He closed the deal." What? I had no idea. I mean,
you didn't think he was gonna do that?
He's clueless. He has to be told everything. Like what? I love how this guy's just chilling there. He's like rubbing his bare feet or whatever. He's getting news or whatever. But Makpul is the best guy he has on his side. And to your point, he's messing that up too.
Even with the whole, I think these writers are smart enough to put things in there for a reason. I know you said it was kind of off tone for the last episode, but even him shaming Makpul and trying to put Makpul as the guy that was impotent, that needed the male drugs or whatever because he couldn't perform. Little things like that. Like, you're just demeaning this guy. I think that he's going to count on Makpul, and because of the whole nephew thing, that's going to be his downfall, because every time, think about it, season 1, he would have been dead if it wasn't for Makpul. Makpul saved his life. Without Makpul on his side, Lala and Gouda have enough people, have enough arms to take him down. Makpul is his trump card, and I think that he's burning his trump card. So this is my predictions for the rest of the season. I think that, we've touched pretty much on every major component of this episode. Is there anything else that really stood out to you?
Well, I just want to say, going back to Colleen, you take a king of a kingdom in history or whatever, the only thing that gives a king their power is the fear that they put upon those that are protecting them. That's the only thing that gives them their power. If you're a king and you're so corrupt, or you're so into yourself, and you have 20, let's call them musketeers or whatever, if they turn on you and they kill you at the night, where's your power at now? It's nowhere. Colleen, at the end of the day, is a regular mortal human being who can fall at any time. He's got Makpul who's saving him. He's got Muna who's saving him. Even though Muna's a goofball, he's got the fear of his name saving him. But if you turn on every single person that's protecting you, you have no power. And he's at risk of losing that power. And maybe those are the pieces the writers are putting together, that he's going to find himself just to be a regular guy. No one cares about your name no more because we can replace you with someone else. I liked the last scene where Guru goes into that guy. I missed that whole story. Maybe you can clue me in. He goes to that story. He beats the bricks out of that guy. You touch this woman, don't ever touch her again. If this guy touches anyone, you guys let me know. What's my name? What's my name? You call on me. I thought that was cool, but I completely missed the backstory before that. Why did he go to this one village? Why is he sitting? I understand he's trying to project his name so people can remember him and fear him or whatever, but I missed that the whole story.
Well, I think it coincided with Colleen being put back on the ticket, right? And where does Colleen's ultimate power come from? Yeah, from the fact that he's got gangsters, on his side or whatever, but also the fact he's got politicians in his pocket, and that the people themselves, the local people love him. So I think it's, again, Guru learning from Colleen something. This is a Babalu move or whatever, and he went to the cop and said, I want to take over, but before that, I need support. I need the support of the people. And he said, what do you need from me? He said, he gave him the big roll of money. And these cops are dirty. They just take the money. He's like, I need to know the major gangsters, all the major gangsters and troublemakers you have in this town.
Gotcha.
And he's like, why? Because I'm gonna clean it up for you. You know what I mean? That's all we got to do. You got to do our job for us. And I just think it's him learning how Muna is beloved by the people, right? That's why he's so useful, the young people, as far as voting is concerned or whatnot. And Colleen, right? He's respected. On your own, you're not much. But to your point, when you've got a coalition of people and the masses with you, then you know what I'm saying? You have strength. There's strength in numbers. So I just think it's him solidifying so that when eventually he does say, I'm going to take over, the people are okay with him taking over because they're like, you know what? What has Colleen done for us lately? You know what I'm saying? What is even the next move? If I am them, the next move is getting a politician in my pocket saying, look, Colleen is causing violence. He promised no violence. There's still violence, okay? There's still bloodshed. There's still this, because Colleen said no violence, and again, they're in the middle of an election. That would be the ultimate trump card to go get yourself the chief minister. They don't care where the money come from.
Who's the best politician to get in their pocket right now?
Bro,
KP Yadav.
AP Yadav, the young brother. And oh man, I see the
and
right.
That's the kind of writing I'm talking about. That scene where he says, what's my name? Say my name. That's the kind of buildup I want to see to the last episode. I understand there's only 10 episodes in this season. I want to know, guys. I want to know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I just completely wrong right here? Which I am. What else is new, right? This is just what I'm seeing. I know most of you watch these reviews. You've seen the entire series, so please answer in the vein of only 5 episodes halfway through. Let me know if I'm completely off base here. I love this episode. I love every time I sit here and watch, I have a big old smile on my face. I enjoy it. I left the episode honestly like, woo, that was amazing. I can't wait to talk about it. Even though it seems like I came off on fire at the beginning of this episode, those were my only problems, was the pacing and how things seem to come a little too easy in some certain areas. But this show is just so intriguing. All the characters, and you talked about these dirty cops. They got the guy who used to be one of their own in the back seat. They don't care he's sitting right there. They're taking the money and saying, yeah, what else you got for me? My kids are hungry.
You know what I mean, bro? It's just how things are done there, man. But guys, I mean, this episode is awesome. This show is awesome. I will say people have been respectful in the comments. They're not giving it away. But I've already seen a lot of people say, oh, the finale was a letdown, or it wasn't as good as the first season. Guys, things seldomly are. All right. There's not too many shows you can say were as they went on, they got better. Okay, I think that think about it. The Sopranos. Oh my gosh, the season finale of Sopranos killed everybody. The very last episode, it almost ruined the show. All right. Game of Thrones, you Game of Thrones fans, I know there's a couple of you out there. You guys have talked to me about it on the stream. You know what I'm talking about. For those people that don't know, that was horrible. That was horrible what they did with the main characters. I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, Lost had a really bad couple of seasons, but this is only the second season of Mirzapur. You can't give us a letdown in the season finale for the second season.
Bro, I hate to say it, Sacred Game Season 2 has a little bit of a letdown. Not as good as Season 1. It's hard. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I think Eminem said it the best. It's one of the best lines in all rap. And he says, let's stop with the fables. I'm not going to be able to top what my name is. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I've given you, you know what I mean? I've given you gold. I've already given... I can only do so much. Once you get to that plateau and I give you perfection, the only way to go is down. Progressively got to get worse. All I can do is the same. I can't get better if it's already a masterpiece. If that's what makes it.
I love that song too. Now you got me all pumped up with that song. I love it.
But guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us, man. I'm excited for episode 6. Can't wait to watch it. Let us know in the comments how you're loving the show so far. And please, again, no spoilers. Nick, any parting words?
Once again, loving the show. Can't wait to see what Gudu and Golu do next. I'm super excited. I love the Golu character. I think she's doing fantastic. I will say we didn't touch on it too much, but this, the Shubham character, Shubnam, I think that's her name, the girl that's sweet on Gudu. He's still struggling with the whole sweetie situation, and they're on that little date. They're driving, and she's like, I'm sorry if I forced you. He's like, no, you wanted to ask me, and I want to be here, but he's struggling with some stuff. I think it was when Golu was looking at the diary for Bablu that she realized she still has strong feelings for him. I think she might be over her protectiveness of Gudu, and maybe it was never a relationship thing. Maybe she was just kind of moving her thoughts to Bablu onto him, and she was very, very vulnerable. But I want to say that she's probably more grounded now. She's more focused now. She's not worried about Gudu that way. I'm excited to see where that goes because I don't want to see them together. I want to see them be the boss and go out and take care of business. So I do like the Shubham character. So I like that whole kind of thing right there. I love what Ali Faisal is doing and the role of Gudu. He's showing some serious range. Those are my parting thoughts. Gabe?
Dude, I'm telling you, so excited for the season finale. Hopefully, the fans aren't right, even though normally they are. And the fans of the show right now are saying, yeah, it's a little bit of a letdown. But I'm ready to take that journey. Let us know in the comments. And until next time, we know all things.